Welcome, class. Welcome to the jungle, the dirty, cluttered storage room of the Siemens family. Uh, Not that you care, but this is one of those battles that I get to fight all the time. So in this storage room, we've got the food, we've got the camping gear, we've got anything you can even think of. But also we've got, MySpace. I guess you couldn't really see that. But anyways, I have a table set up here. I like to model cars. So I've got, my paints and stuff right there, and I've got the extra models there. But really this desktop, is kind of MySpace. And anyway, so this is room. I like it because it's in the basement and it's cool and it's not as noisy. But kids think putting things away is opening the door and throwing it into the storage room, and it just makes me happy. and so you know, and so I'm always going, hey kids, put it away, and they don't, and it gets dirtier and dirtier, and then finally, after a couple of months, I'm like, okay, I'll clean it, and then I'll bring everybody in. Kids, this is what it looks like. This is what the storage room is supposed to look like. And then they do whatever. All right, so sorry to waste a minute and a half of your lives talking about my family. Hopefully you're enjoying the unit. In the video last week, we just talked about the role of the parent in teaching and directing and learning and helping their children. That it is more than just financial and even emotional support, but we got to be teaching our children. And so, I preach that idea that you could tell families and you could tell kids that come from families that are doing the basics. And so, even though that wasn't maybe part of your Provident Living project, I just hope that it rings true to you. I hope that you've been working on some of those basics, that maybe if prayer slipped a little bit, that you're back to praying, daily, a couple times a day with your kids, that, scripture study doesn't need to be 30, 40, 50 minutes. It could be a couple of minutes and a family prayer, and then the kids are off to bed. And just find what works for you and make it part of your schedule. And the kids just say, hey, that's what it means to be a part of this family, is, we study scriptures, we say prayers, and we go to bed. Or get up in the morning and study, whatever works for you. And so I survived scout camp. I'm here. If I could show you my legs, I got bug bites all over my legs. I did my very best to grade things for you on time, and for me, I pat myself on the back. But I had to hike up and down this hill. I had to find the hot spot that they provided for us, and so I made time every day to get some of that grading done. And when the kids were out doing the merit badges, and so I was able to do that. So one thing I do have to confess is, even though you needed to turn in your Provident Living plan by Wednesday, by midweek of last week, I obviously have not graded those yet, and it's, you could see there it's 10:50 now. So my hope is to have those graded tomorrow. So by tomorrow evening, you'll have that graded, and even though you've already jumped ahead, I don't have any concerns. Almost every single one of your plans have been beautiful. That that you've had good ideas and good tracking, and so I don't have much concern with that. But you are really near the end of this class, and so continue to just put the efforts in. It's summer and we're coming and going, and it's really hard to not finish all the way to the end. And I just encourage you to do so. My family at the end of this week, we're heading to California, to have our family vacation, and I will do my part. I will grade you on time. I'll get feedback back to you, and so it's my job. I guess it's a little different than your job as a student, but you can do it. You really can. You've done so much, and we're down to a few weeks, and so God bless you in this Provident Living project, your last one, whether it's the scripture study or finances or love languages, or media, whichever one you've chosen. Make it a good one, and just in your prayers ask God to teach, to point out to you what you need to learn, and so that you can set up your family for success. And once this class is done, that you've got some things that you've implemented and started as a habit in your family, and God will be able to be in a position to bless you. So have a wonderful week.